tea cult. It's not a name that I would have ever chosen for this place by itself. Although I like the name, it's more of me paying honor to people that have helped me. All of the labels in this place, they're made by me to prompt a story or to reflect just what does the tea mean to me. So these binders, these are like reflections of me sitting down and drinking tea for, each page is about 1 hour. I think this tea was a little bit below average for the aroma. I thought the flavor wasn't very concentrated. It was a little bit astringent. Finish wasn't very good. There's all things you can sit there and say, this is richer than that, or this is more bitter than that, or that kind of thing. If I have 600 teas that I have to drink in a year, that's 600 hours of time that I sit there doing this. But I owe so much of what I can do today to my younger self putting in that work. This is interesting history here. Matcha was supposed to be a game. It was called mocha in China. It's who can make tea the best and the coolest and most stylishly. And so we would have all the tools to do anything that we need, and we would comment on each other's performance. Some of the things that you can see on the table, it's clear that I am not playing this game very well. One thing. This lid is on the table. There should be a lid rest for this lid. Sorry, I don't have it here. Why didn't I put the lid back onto the thing as opposed to leaving it on the table like that? Why didn't I wipe the tea off of this whisk? Is this scoop here okay to sit there with matcha powder on it, or should I have had a cloth to wipe that off? Why is the table wet? Why was this thing placed down at that angle? Why not straight like that? Why did I put the bowl there? Why do I do all of these things? There should be reasons in every single motion. And when you watch the tea ceremony of someone who's very good at it, it's like watching someone perform. I would use 6 grams of tea. And I think when you do this by yourself, you don't necessarily have to be so careful. But when I do it for you, I have almost like I have an obligation. You liking this tea rides on me. If I told you this is like one of the great Oriental beauties you can have in your life, and you don't like it, and you never drink Oriental beauty again, that's my fault. I too, like you, am a human being, and I don't love tea all the time, but it's my job to love tea. In a group of people, some person will usually ask, do I have to be so careful when I make my tea? This picture, the red one on the wall, the geisha here, there's some pencil scribbles around the geisha, and I kind of like that. I like how that looks as it looks, but if the artist kept painting, he kind of like colored over probably where he was supposed to color with this red. Maybe if that was erased, would that make the picture better or worse? I think everyone would have a different opinion about what is good and what is bad or what they prefer, but when it comes to tea, these lavender flowers that are inside that glass, if you think of them, they're like paint. And right now the paint is stagnant, it is not doing anything at all. And now I'm going to add paper and an artist to that pot. Water is paper, and the artist will naturally come out. So now the flavor of the lavender is being painted onto the water by this invisible artist. And this artist has absolutely zero self-control. They cannot stop themselves. It is up to me to separate them. And then I will pour the finished art piece into this pot. We assess this painting with our senses, and we, rejoice because art is beautiful. Trying to figure out, reverse engineer smell is the funnest thing in my life. If you went into in a mall or a public bathroom or something like that, there's soap, liquid soap. When you push it, what color was it?
It was clear.
Clear. Okay. Because for when I was a kid, it was pink. And I think pink soap has a very distinct smell. I think that pink soap smells like this. People who grew up in Calgary and are about my age would have youthful, hopefully pleasant memories of going to the park when they're a kid and washing their hands. How many more things am I going to smell in my life that have this same smell? And say do you smell the same thing that I smell? And if not, what's different? And why is it different? I wonder if you would naturally come to the conclusion after doing all of these things, hey, this all kind of comes together to be like chamomile tea. I wonder if life works that way. That's actually one of the big goals of this shop, is that when I get this place really up and running, while I hope that you like the lavender tea that you had, or the oriental beauty that you had, or the matcha, if these were not yellow lights, if I made them pink instead, would you have liked that tea more? If this was not 1980s Chinese music playing, if it was classical music or no music, it was birds chirping, would you like that more? What is in my power that I can do to make you have a better experience? I really want to learn that before I leave this world. I will write my little memoir of how to make someone happier with flavor and smell. That's my life goal, I think, right now.